Good morning and welcome back, friend, to Get Ready with Paul Newman. Today I want to talk about a couple things I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is that creation. Just have a few questions and, thought, because we don't really take a look seriously on God's word in creation. In the beginning, God made everything, right? Yes, he made everything. And he gave it to Adam. He didn't sell him it. He didn't said, okay, exchange anything. He gave him. Adam named the animals, and he tell him to have dominion over everything. Now, we is from Adam descendant. We come from Adam, every human being. And if God said have dominion, and if he give the earth to Adam and said have dominion, that simply means his descendant must have dominion too. Now God made the earth, and he made the beasts, the bird, and every creature. And he gave them a place to live. Right? He gave them a place to live and to do the everyday activities. He gave them surviving skill, how to live. Now, he made us in his image, right? So why are we paying for our dominion? Just imagine this. Let's say God didn't made us, right? And he didn't made a place for us to dwell. Let's say he just made us and we just stacked up there. Can't move, can't go nowhere. But he made the earth and he told us to have dominion. And it's only a few have dominion. It's only a few can say, this is mine. Wishing none of us own anything and we can't own anything. I mean, God give us land so abundant and we starving. People still starving for somewhere to live. What if God did want us to be one place? You'd make the earth, you just made us, and let us just sit or stand. But he made us with hand and feet, mind, to think and to live off his property. And we're selling everything that we use here. It is not for us. It is God's resources. I don't care what you want to make or how you want to make it or you want to process it. Everything that we use, it is God's resources, and we never make anything. God, without him, we're nothing. But I'm going to leave that there. Why some paying for their dominion? Shouldn't we have dominion over the earth? He made us in his image, right? Yes. Why should we buy land? Why should we pay for land? Why should we pay for God's resources? That's my question. Next. Let's move on. Now, we have good and we have evil. We have love and we have hate. And friend, We have obedient and we have disobedient. Be obedient to God. You know, life is guaranteed. Because obedient is love, you know. When you love someone, you be obedient to them. Now, if you love God, you be obedient to his word and live. Now, if you hate God, you're going to be what? Disobedient. And then when we be disobedient, who is serving? You know, I have to give this straight, plain and straight. When we be disobedient to God, that simply means we love the devil. And who is the devil? The devil is sin. He's sin from the beginning. So when we be disobedient to God, we serve the devil. We love him. Plainly. Why do we serve sin? Now tell me, why do we serve sin? If we never love it, we wouldn't do it. If we hate sin, we don't do it. But if we love it, we're gonna do it. You know, we can play such a good hypocrite in our mind, and God know the whereabout of our mind, what it think. Because the Bible said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Now, if you love God, you're gonna do his will. If you don't, then you're gonna go against it. So when we be disobedient, that means we love sin and we serve in the devil. When we be obedient, that means we love God and we serve him. Now listen to what Romans chapter 8 said. I should maybe read from 1. Romans chapter 8 said, life in the Spirit. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus hath made me free from the law of sin. Only God can set free. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Hear this. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. Isn't that so? But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. I'm not talking to anyone out there, I'm talking to myself, right? 6 said, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please God. So friend, we have obedience and we have disobedient. Disobedient lead to the wages of sin is what? Death. Right? And life lead to, for God so what? Loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not what? Perish, but have life. So loving sin, that means we love the devil and we serve the devil. Because if we serve sin, it doesn't matter how small or big, we love the devil. Because the devil is sin. He's the originator of it. Right? So, who you want to be obedient to? Because you know what? If sin is of the devil, that means if you want to be obedient to sin, that means you're just going to be obedient to none other than Satan. And if you want to be obedient to God, then you're going to be obedient to the one who gives life. So, love God and be obedient to him. And hate sin, because when you hate sin, you hate what the devil do. But the devil is sin. So you want to hate the devil and love God. Hate sin and love God. Right? So that my saying this morning. So, think about it and see if it makes any sense. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because if he live after the flesh, he shall die, right? But if he through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, he shall what? Live. Friend, we know it, and we have the truth in front of us, and we know that loving God is to be obedient to him, obedient to God, and live. Now, if we be disobedient to God, how we expect to live? Because disobedience is sin, right? Disobedient is sin. Obedient is to love God and to do his will. Well, thank you for watching this video. And friend, know God for yourself. Read his word. And we have to become more like Jesus each day. If God give us, you're disobedient now. If God give us the earth and say have dominion over it, right? God give us a day to worship and said, this is the day we worship. This is a reminder of creation, about our Creator. And we say, okay, you know what? We're going to do it another way. We're going to choose another day to worship. What is that? That is disobedient. Right? That is disobedient. That is not obedient to God. We're being obedient to the devil. Yes, because if we're going to be obedient to sin, that means we're going to be obedient to the devil. Again, thank you for watching. And read for yourself. Have a blessed day.